guys, I'm Avinashmeshram. I'm entrepreneur, author, blogger and book reviewer. Today we are going to talk about two new books, Miro and The Chosen Girl. But before that, so if this is the first time you are watching my video, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. And do not forget to press that bell icon. So the first book that we are going to talk about is Miro. So Miro is basically the story of a male protagonist named Indo. Indo's grandfather was a freedom fighter. He died as a freedom fighter. So Indo's father was in Indian Army. He died as a martyr. So he is raised by his grandmother, and a good moral has always been instilled into him. He is from Dehradun, but even he wants to do something for the country, and he decides that he would become army doctor to serve the nation, and for that he wants to study in one of the best colleges in India, and he goes to Delhi to pursue MBBS. But in the college he is ragged rigorously, and his seniors force him to smoke and drink, so he gets into boozing forcefully, and eventually with time it becomes his habit. So this novel tells you a story of how alcohol or drink control man's life, and how his life changes once you get addicted to bad habits. Then second part, now this novel has a lot of things, the first part is this boozing and everything. Then second part is love life of Indo. He finally gets into, after a long wait, he finally finds a girl he loves, and again after a long wait he tells her that he loves her, and the girl loves him back. They decides to get married, but unfortunately just a few days, 4 or 5 days before their marriage, the girl gets sexually abused and things change. Now I could not relate to the male protagonist because nothing like that happened in my life or anyone in my life, but I truly do not want anyone to feel related to the character at that moment. But while reading how victims' families suffer, it makes you feel empathize for the characters, Indo, and also her parents, girl's parents and Indo's grandmother. The writer Manoj Kumar Sharma have explained it very beautifully, and you can empathize with the characters in that case, even though you cannot relate, but you definitely can empathize it, and it makes you feel something when you read that portion. Then there is also one more thing. There is a supernatural entity whose name is Miro, to whom Indo goes for support and help. So this novel is a tale of a person whose life changes from being a shy and simple and intellectual guy who has always topped in his school, to a guy who is completely addicted, and to a guy whose fiancée gets sexually abused, and then what he does to get his, you can say, to get his revenge or get justice. You can say it in either way. What he does to get justice or revenge is the story. So what happens to Indo? What happens to Asma, who is his girlfriend? How their life goes on after that particular incident? Who is Miro? And how Indo meets him, or how Indo asks him for her help, is the story of this novel. What I liked in this novel is the research that the author did. You do not find logic missing in the book. The plot is good, story is good, research is good. What I didn't like in this novel is I found a few things were over explained, which increased the length of the novel and thus increase the price of the novel. I think the novel is overpriced in paperback. Kindle copy is comparatively cheap, so you can definitely go for the Kindle copy, but I believe that the novel is overpriced, and if it would have been edited a little better and would have made shorten, then it would have reduced the price as well as it would have become a better read. So I wouldn't say it is bad read now, but I think you can feel that some things are overly explained in the book. Now, who would like to read this book? First one, language is simple and beginner friendly, so anyone who want to start reading English books and did not yet decide which kind of books he or she likes, so they can definitely try this book. They would like it. Other one, those who like thriller, suspense and realistic fiction would love to read this book. And I would rate it 3.5 stars out of 5. Now the second novel for today is The Chosen Girl by Kim Fitz. Now it is not actually the novel, it is a short story. So the story revolves around two main characters and one supporting character. The main character is Seth, who is the prince. Then there is Eliza, who is supposed to be the princess. And then there is Damon, who is best friend with the prince and he takes care of all the needs of the prince. The story is explained with the point of view of Eliza. So the plot starts something like this. Eliza's parents are poor. Seth is obviously the prince. But somehow, because of some reason, Eliza's marriage has been fixed with Seth before she was even born. So she was given the name Eliza because it means the chosen one. And she was raised with the same perspective that someday she is going to get married to the prince and she is going to become the princess. So that is why she is never allowed to live like a normal girl. She has been taught different things. She had been taught to walk properly, live properly, learn to dance, learn music, learn etiquettes. She was not allowed to talk to any guys. She was not allowed to become over friendly with anyone. She was always told that she is going to become the princess, so she should only think about the prince, Seth. And the point is, she has never met the Seth, so she doesn't even know whether she would like him or not, or whether he would like her or not. So the curiosity keeps on building. When you start reading it, it is a beautiful read written in a simple language. So you get curious as you proceed in the novel. Then after, when she meets Seth, she also meets Damon, and Damon is against their marriage. Damon tries to explain her that she should not get married with Seth, or Damon shows that he is not happy with the marriage. So the curiosity keeps on increasing with why Eliza and Seth's marriage has been decided even before their birth, why Damon does not want them to get married. These are all the questions that come in your mind, and it goes really well till the end. But I particularly did not like the end because there were many questions in my mind that were not solved when I read the ending. There should have been at least 1,000 words more to make ending a little more subtle. I thought it ended abruptly. But other than that, the novel is good. Sorry, not a novel. The short story or novella, whatever you can say, is good. I believe that anyone who wants to start reading books would definitely love to read it because it is a good read with a really simple language and things are explained beautifully. And also anyone who likes to read light love stories would definitely like to read this one. And I would rate it 3.5 stars out of 5. So with this note, I'm going to end this video. If you want to ask me anything about writing books or publishing books, you can definitely ask me in comments. I'll answer all your queries. Need any guidance from me? Or if you want to ask me anything in person, you can simply mail me. I'm going to write my mail ID in the description box. Do check the description box for the links for the books and my email ID. And feel free to mail me anytime you want to ask anything to me. And if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. Bye bye.